Don't know who this is. Shall we risk B-dub? Well, we see a fishbowl. Hi there.
Hello, hello.
Let me get my ears on so I can hear you. Hello, hello.
Hello, you hear me?
Yes, I do. You're
How you doing, Father
B-dub.
Fish? Yeah, Bjwtech.
Oh, okay. Fair, gotcha. Right. So
B-Dub.
what you got here? What are we looking at?
So it's a 13-gallon bowl.
Oh, I remember this. Absolutely.
There's my, it's kind of hard to see, but if you look underneath that arch of the wood there,
Yes.
kind of hard to, there's a bunch of leaf litter there.
Okay.
And then down here on the front of the glass, it's kind of distorted.
What are those plants?
In the foreground, it's pink flamingo crypts.
Oh, nice.
And then some.
They look like they're doing really well. It's a tiny plant.
Yeah, I hope it just stays small like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think it will. So what kind of fish do you have in it?
I got
shrimp.
Yeah, I got a couple of neocaradinas in there.
Oh, good.
And then I got some peacock.
Oh, look at that.
Peacock antlers.
Some antlers, yeah. Antlers are always nice in a tank like that. They're so colorful.
I haven't fed them since the tank's been up yet.
Well, you probably don't need to. With the leaf litter in there particularly, it's creating enough microfauna. They only need to eat 1 or 2 bugs a day to be happy. And you certainly have that. It looks wonderful. I love it. What a lot of fun.
I'm really liking the way the tannins are coming in. They're not too strong, but it looks nice. Just warm.
It's a beautiful bowl. Where'd you find it?
I forget where I got it, but it's World Glass Vase or something like that. WGV 1916. You can search for it. VBW 1916. VBW 1916.
Really nice. I like it. And it's how many gallons? Like 13?
About 13. Probably about like 8 right now with the top.
Nice.
And then that's like the substrate.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
So yeah, I'm just hoping the food web sustains it. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it will.
That's the experiment with this one.
Yeah, you're going to have to replenish it, but I don't think it needs to be done often.
I've been putting like about 1 to 2 new leaves every week or 5 days.
Yeah, that's probably adequate.
I can see when they start to break down. When they start to break down, I just put a couple more in.
Put another in, right? Yeah. You don't want to put too much in. Yeah, I think you can overwhelm the tank with it if you overdo it. I think we've had some people who have done that. They've overdone it with muck and with humus and wound up with an ammonia problem or just a cloudy problem with bacteria. Look at those guys. They're so pretty.
Yeah, they've been doing really well.
Endlers are a wonderful little fish. Thanks for coming up.
Yep. Have a good night.
Yeah, we get to see this over on Discord quite a lot. So nice to see you. Thanks for coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
It's Roman. Yeah.
Roman.
Hey, Roman. What are we looking at? Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. We're looking at a Malaysian trumpet snail.
No, that's the backside of ram's horn snail.
Is it really?
But what I wanted to show you is this. I discovered this by mistake almost. See those tubs of plants are out in my outdoor tubs.
Okay.
And I just brought them in.
Put them in a tank.
Put them in a tank. They don't need transplanting. They don't need anything else.
That's cool.
And they're very portable that way.
Yeah, and it's a great way to keep them over the winter.
I think in the future, though, I'll make the pots. I'll use smaller pots because that one has a very large footprint. This size here is more convenient,
Right.
And I just trim them down to the pots that you get your annuals in the springtime when you buy stuff for your garden. These fish I had outdoors. They came in. These are my Phoenix Tetras.
Oh, how nice!
I put 3 outside, and now you can see how many there are.
Wow.
They did very well, didn't they?
Yeah, that's impressive, isn't it?
But what's extraordinary is when I was trying to catch them all, they were jumping out of my containers out into the grass.
Oh no!
Oh no!
That was so, and like not just one. Like I had about 6 or 7 do that.
Oh my goodness!
They were so scared, and they wanted to jump out of the tub. I didn't have that experience with my other fish.
Roman, Scott asked, or did you substrate the pots?
Yes. Yeah. I put first I put a very thick landscape cloth, like a felt kind of cloth, to plug up the holes at the bottom. So, and then I put some soil in, and I put the plants in and covered with sand.
Nice.
Just like a deep substrate aquarium.
You bet.
Right.
That's great.
And those also carry through, filtration from moving them. You're not disrupting it. So when you set them in your tanks or moving them around, they're beneficial, as well.
Yes.
The key to being able to do this is you have to use a larger pot, at least a 4-inch pot. You can't do a 1-inch or a 2-inch pot. It's just not going to give the plant enough room to grow. Another way to do it is in trays, like a 2 or 3-inch deep tray that you can also grow out plants in, and then be able to move the tray around. So, yeah, it's a real effective way to do plants.
This is the root system from a.
What is that?
From a lettuce plant.
Oh,
lettuce,
right, of course.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, that was outdoors. I brought that in and just dropped it in the tank.
It's a great plant to be able to breed rainbows in, or any other fish that has sticky eggs, because they'll go in that and lay their eggs. The male will scoop behind them and fertilize them.
I wanted to show you something else interesting, Father Fish.
Look at his rainbows. Speaking of which, wow. Yeah, put that plant in with the rainbows, Roman.
I might, but there's so many other fish here that will eat the eggs. But I want to show you these tufts of algae growing on the wood.
Oh, I see that.
And I have a whole, look at them all. They're all on the wood, only on the wood.
Yeah,
never on the rocks.
That's pretty nice, actually, isn't it?
Your camera is excellent. Wow, look at that.
So,
do you have any black water tanks, Roman?
Pardon?
Do you have any black water tanks by any chance? Brandon was wondering if anybody had any black water tanks.
I don't.
Okay.
They usually get.
He's got the next best thing to it.
Yes. Look at that
resurrection tank. Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh, yeah.
These rainbows are real happy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, they're in real nice shape.
All right, guys. I'll say thank you very much for letting me come up.
The rainbows lay their eggs early in the morning. So if you put that in there at night, you can take it out around 10 in the morning and be able to have the eggs.
Oh, I might try that then.
Yeah.
That sounds like an interesting experiment.
It'd be fun. If you got a second one, replace it with a second one and just switch them out. They hatch out in 2 to 3 days.
Well, I better set up another aquarium then.
There you go.
They're beautiful, Roman.
Thanks, Roman.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.